Well, good evening and welcome to the Friday Night Blitz postgame show as we are live on our socials, Facebook, YouTube, X, and wherever else we can put this as well. That would be our live stream, STL.TV, and our Roku channel as well. Thanks for joining us. Ray Halbrook here from Livestream STL. I am not in the studio today, but I am in the comforts of my home. And we are working on the new backdrop and the whole new whole new office at the new house here. So we're excited about that. Figured we'd do this tonight. We've got lots and lots of weekend things going on as well here. So we appreciate you being on here. We're going to allow some of the coaches to get in here and give us your thoughts on this week, on week 7 here. My gosh, it's week 7. My goodness. Could not get over how fast this football season is going. And as we're sitting here in the comforts of my own home, but, you're sitting in the comforts of your old home, do us a favor. If you're on a socials right now, like, share. We would love that. That would be great if you were able to share tonight's Friday Night Blitz postgame. So we are going to jump in here with these scores. And the scores that I have are as follows, and we are missing one score right now, but we're hoping to get that here pretty soon. DeSoto 26, Hillsboro 21 on live stream STL. If you missed that one, we'll have that on the replay here a little bit later. Grandview, another big shocker, 33-30 over Jefferson on live stream STL 2. We did not have a live stream STL 3 game this week. Hopefully we'll have one next week. If you're a sponsor, we'd love to have you on Livestream STL3. Crystal City, big win over Duchesne, 52-6. DeSmet, big win over Festus, 56-28. Festus gets their first loss on the season, but I will tell you that is a Class 6 school, and they can be powerhouses at times. So I am not too worried about the Festus Tigers being a Class 4 team here. I would imagine they're still going to make a pretty deep run. North County 36-0 blanking of the Windsor Owls. Herculaneum Black Cats 37, the Bayless Broncos 20. Here's our score that we are looking for. If someone has that for me, please put that either on our Facebook page or you can text me. The Fox Limburg game, that's the game we're looking for right now. Northwest, big win 49-0 over Hazelwood West. That was on Thursday. Seckman 49, Parkway South 6, St. Pius X 56, Miller Career Academy 6, Perryville 56, Saxony Lutheran 42, and St. Vincent and Ashgrove, they moved that game over to tomorrow at 4 p.m. if you're interested in wanting to go out and check that particular game out. So we're waiting on some of our coaches to jump in, and we just put the message out and the link out to all of our coaches. So if you're watching and you're a coach, please give us a ring, jump on that link, and we will get you in here right away and get you going. We appreciate, again, for everybody being on our socials and our livestream STL.TV and our Roku channel as well. We appreciate that. Again, big games, lots of scores. I don't know if you checked that out. There's a lot of big scores there, 50s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and some great games. It looked like we picked two good ones there with DeSoto, Hillsboro, and Grandview and Jefferson. Two big, you probably would call both of those upset specials, ? Grandview, Jefferson a little banged up, but Grandview came in there, took care of business 2 weeks in a row. So Grandview flying high right now, the Grandview Eagles. DeSoto Dragons flying high as well, 2 games in a row here, 26-21 over Hillsboro. And a game that I was kind of surprised at over here as well was that DeSmet Festus game. I really thought like that was going to be a little closer game, but, DeSmet, they're big boys football there, and lots can be had on a score like that for 56-28. Lafayette, a big win over Eureka as well. They're 35-6. I know last season Eureka had their number. St. Pius, a big one over there, 56-6 over Miller Career. They are flying high. The St. Pius X Lancers and Perryville still doing damage as well there. I looked at that halftime score between Perryville. It was only 28-14. Lots of scores there in the second half. So big time, big boy football going on everywhere. Again, thank you so much for being a part of this here. We're waiting for some coaches to jump on here for our Friday Night Blitz post game, and I'm going to jump over to the socials as well, see if we got any scores that might be able to help us here from time to time. So we will check that out as well. Checking things out. Again, do us a favor and share this if you're, especially over on the socials. We appreciate that. Lots of folks on the Facebook waves we're looking at right now. And a few posts here. Thank you again for being a part of this today. I'm kind of surprised we don't have some coaches calling in right now at this point. I know there's a lot of big wins that have happened, and it'll be something to hear these coaches' responses as we are awaiting them to jump on here as well. So next week, we'll talk about next week's games real quick. We have in the cooker as we speak. Let me pull it up here real quick. This is week 8. Perryville will be at Herculaneum. We will have Farmington at Festus, and then we have a question mark by our last game. We could be somewhere. I'll just leave it at that. We'll have to just check that out there. So a lot of that depends on who we have available, and I do have some coaches jumping on here real quick here. Coach Schmidt's in the dark again. He must be on the bus. Coach Russ Schmidt, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Coach, big win there tonight, 26-21 over Hillsboro. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the kids played well tonight. We had our moments, but overall we're really pleased with the effort. We jumped out to a 14-0 lead, and it really never looked back.
Excellent. I attribute a lot of the game tonight to just continuously. I'm sure you've preached all week. Just stand pat defense, and just trust your football IQ, because you talk about that all the time there, Coach.
Well, I've been a part of a lot of staff meetings preparing for our opponents, but when I walked out of this staff meeting we had last weekend, it's the most confident I've felt since I've been at DeSoto about our opportunity to win a football game Friday night.
Excellent. Great poise out of your quarterback too there. Lots of great things happening, and it just looks really confident and comfortable back there slinging the ball around.
Cannon's been doing great things for us all season. It kind of gets overlooked, but he's a sophomore that keeps improving each week. He's got a great head on his shoulders, 4.0 student, and really studies he has a really high football IQ. There was a play there in the fourth quarter. We knew they were out of timeouts, and we were trying to get a first down, and he, instead of having the head run out of bounds and stop the clock, he circled back and just did a little baseball slide to take the deck. And those are important things, and some of that stuff you try to coach, but you hope the kids remember it in a game like this, and he's one of the kids that does.
Excellent. And defense looked great again this week. It just seems like each week your defense is continuously getting better and better.
Well, we've talked about it as a staff. We build our defense from the secondary forward, and we've got some young kids back there that really played well tonight. We're really proud of what our kids do. I'm proud of my staff. This is a collaborative effort. This is not just one person, and there's a lot of discussion that goes on all weekend to prepare for an opponent. And when we come together and have our meetings, they're very efficient.
Excellent. Coach Russ Schmidt, we appreciate the time. And who you guys got next week?
We host the Potosi Trojans next week.
All right. Got to have your self prepared, and looking forward to talking to you soon.
Thank you.
Coach Rush Schmidt from the DeSoto Dragons, and we have Coach Matt Atlee, who's about to jump on here. Coach Atlee, how you doing, sir?
Fine. How are you?
Well, tough one there. We talked a little bit about that in the pregame as well. You know, you knew it was going to be a tight one and kind of back and forth. You guys, down a little bit right now, but, as far as like injuries and things like that, but it looked close for most of the game. I was kind of watching it here from halftime on, but tell us your thoughts about tonight's game.
For us, I think it was a big bounce back game that we needed. Playing against a really good team. Kind of frustrates you a little bit knowing that we came out as flat as we did last week, and against a team that is very good in Perryville, but then, Grandview had a very similar outcome against them. They just fell on our end that game. And, so we played a very tough opponent. We knew we were going to, and our kids knew what the goal was. We kind of got back to focusing on our culture this week. And they responded well. Unfortunately, you play the game long enough, you're going to come up on the wrong end of it, and that's kind of where we fell tonight.
Any other bumps, bruises, injuries, anything that's hampered tonight's game?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
There's always bumps and bruises for people this time of year. Nothing we weren't ready for, nothing we didn't expect. I think we're okay.
Okay, all right. Who you guys got next week?
St. Jen.
Ooh, big one there for St. Jen, and you guys pick some tough schedule this season. I've kind of noticed that a little bit, and was that kind of on purpose just to kind of prepare yourself for districts?
Well, we knew we had talent coming up, and we also knew that we need to get really good at playing some really good football teams.
Right.
But some of that is not really chosen. Our conference has improved, drastically over the past 3 or 4 years. Grandview, heck, they're just what they do offensively. They're very well coached. My hat's off to coach over there. They do a great job. Perryville is a very good Perryville team this year. Herky has made big strides in the right direction, and then they were a load for us to handle. And St. Vincent's always St. Vincent. Our conference has improved, and we wanted to see some tough teams and like the St. Jens of the world. And, hopefully if we do it the right way, maybe districts will slow down a little bit. We'll see.
Let me ask you about that real quick here. Knowing what you know right now, St. Jen Valley, they duked it out last week, and I know it was a wild one. What do you prepare your kiddos for next week? Knowing that they're a little bit bigger team, they're bigger in size, but how do you prepare for something like that?
I think we just prepare kind of the same way we always prepare. We just continue to focus on who we are. What they do schematically is obviously going to take some time. That's probably the big key for us as coaches. We're not going to really change anything. We're just going to continue to be who we are. And, I think we got back to that a little bit tonight, and hopefully we can improve even more next week.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to you next week, and take the night and recoup. And I'm sure it's back at it first thing in the morning.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Coach Matt Atlee from the Jefferson Blue Jays, and we're going to pop. Oop. How did I do that? Why did I do that? I have Corey Hanger on the line as well. And Coach Corey Hanger, big win for you over at Grandview. And it's been a long time since you've seen Grandview take down Jefferson. But take us through the game and tell us your thoughts.
It was definitely a battle. And from my understanding, I think it was our first time we've ever beaten Jefferson. So hats off to our guys for getting over, taking that next step as a program. But, it was early on. It was a battle, right? We came out and stopped them and scored. Got an interception on the first possession, drove down and scored. And then we kind of were just trading scores there for a little bit. Then kind of towards the end of the second half, our Brock Poole made a great play. We get a pick, and he makes one of the plays of the year, at least for our team. Makes multiple guys miss, runs it into the end zone, gets us up by 4 going into halftime, and gave us a ton of momentum. Right, we go into halftime up by 4, knowing we have the ball coming out at half. We at halftime made some adjustments, started running a little bit, little tight end in there, okay, to get, because they were doing, honestly, I'll give Coach Elliott some props. He did a great job stopping us off outside, like one of our drives in the first half. And our guys just did a great job responding, coming out. We drove down and scored first possession. And then once again kept trading scores there for a little bit. And then we punched it in the fourth quarter. I believe it was Wyatt Kime had a great play, punched it in, put us up by 8, and then give a little some more out there. And Smith for we go get another pick by Ken Brooks, and then at that point we'll run the clock a little bit. It's still up by 2 possessions. Jefferson goes down and scores, and we get the onside kick, and they're able to kneel it out. So definitely proud of our guys, man. They fought, man. They've been working for moments like this. I think our guys just did a great job taking a huge step as a program with the win like tonight.
Hey, something I saw there, Coach, here this past week was I'm seeing Grandview out of Hillsboro in the rankings.
Yeah, no, and it's awesome for our kids to finally getting some recognition. And then the great thing too is we followed up with a great win like that.
Tell me the last couple of weeks, you whipped up on my Herky Black Cats, which I was not very happy about. I'll say that, but the momentum that you guys have created the last couple of weeks here has just been kind of unbelievable. I mean, it puts you guys right now at 5-2. Is that correct?
Yep.
And I can't remember when Grandview had a 5-2 season, to go into week 8 and, put yourself in a position to actually move up in the rankings as well. What is it? What are you drinking? Are you eating Wheaties? What is it? What's the buy-in?
No, I think it started this summer, man. We have a great senior class, and we got some really good underclassmen too. But we have a great senior class they've been working their butt off for 4 years, and honestly a lot longer than 4 years. And it started in June where we had guys just committing across the board to having a great season, and man, we got after it all summer. We were going to camps, guys committing, and I think just our guys committing not just to work ethic and working hard, but committing to each other. Yeah. And I think that's been the awesome thing to see is they truly love each other. Our coaches, we love them. We love working with them. We're so proud of them. I think it all just goes back to these guys deciding, that they wanted to start changing the culture of Grandview, and they wanted to, cement a legacy here for them to be remembered.
Yeah, absolutely. Who you guys got next week?
St. Vincent, so it'll be another big one.
St. Vincent, and they found a game that they're going to be doing tomorrow at 4:00. Yep. They're going to Ash Grove. That's a little bit of a haul, but
yes, it is.
Hey, they got to do what they got to do because they haven't played in 2 weeks. So, you might catch them. You just never know. I mean, Herky got them. I don't know what the difference was in weeks because they bounced back the next week and really took it to. I believe that was Bayless, but man, I tell you what, they're kind of an enigma this year. But what do you know about the St. Vincent Indians?
I mean, they're very similar to last year. They're going to spread the ball out and they're going to throw it a bit. And they got some great athletes, and they got some guys that fly around on defense. So I mean, I think for us, it's we feel comfortable with where we're at and what we can do, and I think it just starts. With our guys not being satisfied, even though tonight was a great win, not being satisfied and coming to go, ready to go on Monday and having a great week of practice, getting after it, right? Because, I mean, I mean, even with Herky beating St. Vincent, they are a good team. We cannot overlook them.
Sure.
We got to get after it every single day.
Excellent. Well, Coach, thanks for calling in, and good luck on the win, or congrats on the win, and good luck next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach Corey Hanger from the Grandview Eagles, and we're going to jump right back over here real quick. If you didn't get a chance to check out the scores, here they are. DeSoto 26, Hillsboro 21, Grandview 33, Jefferson 30, Crystal City 52, Duchesne 6, and I knew it was going to happen here. Coach Collins is going to jump on here. We're going to have him jump on here in just a second here. Crystal City 52, Duchesne 6, Lafayette 35, Eureka 6, DeSmet 56, Festus 28, North County 36, Windsor nothing, Herculaneum 37, Bayless 20. We do not have a score yet from Fox and Lindbergh. That's our only score that we don't have from tonight. Northwest won last night 49-0 over Hazelwood West. Sackman 49-6 over Parkway South. St. Pius X 56, Miller Career 6, Perryville 56, Saxony Lutheran 42, and then our game tomorrow, St. Vincent and Ash Grove at 4 p.m. as we jump on here. And I have, yes, I do, Coach Craig Collins. How you doing, Coach?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'll tell you that much. How are you?
I bet you are. Big win there, 52-6 over Duchesne. Now, it just seems to me like Duchesne, they either are really, really good one year or they're not so great at all. And I'm not quite sure. They're just the enigma, Tell us a little about it.
They've had their ups and downs, They've definitely had their ups and downs, but they're a classy program who their coaches, their players, they play the right way. And I tell my guys because you have these teams that are unfortunately having to turn in forfeits and those kind of things that they showed up. We respect that, and we know they're going to give us their best, and they did. So it was a great night on our side.
Tell us a little bit about the game. I know lots of scores, lots of points on the board there. 52 points. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, we played great, and it was finally 4 quarters of football, and we were excited to get rolling. For a month, I feel like we've been the better team, and we played really good opponents, and all the excuses in the world, bigger classes and all that kind of stuff that our kids have never bought into. They believe in the put the ball down mentality we have, and we should have won several of these games. So I've been challenging them to put it together, 4 quarters, and they started from the get-go. We immediately off the bat, we drive the ball down and we go score. And I mean, just looking at some of these stats some of my guys have handed me, Ricardo Pastrana had 7 carries for 190 yards and 4 touchdowns.
I was going to ask about Coach there.
It was an amazing showing. Landon Drews, our missing piece for a while now. He's back. He had 3 carries, 74 yards, 3 for 3 on pass for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just the stuff we've been missing, and super exciting on the offensive side. But I'm not gonna lie to you, the defense was balling out tonight. We had 52-0 at half, and our seconds, our twos, they got in that whole second half from the get go, and they only allowed 6. So I know they were upset about it, but we were proud of them. So we were still proud of them.
Hey, just to have your twos only give up 6, hey, that's a win in my book.
Yes, sir, absolutely. I mean, it was a great night all across the board. Riley Hendrickson on the defensive side has just been a madman for us, and then Ricardo Pastrana again on the other side, Gage McPherson. And then we got a lot of rotators. We got Elias Miller, we've got Trent Eisenbeiss, who's been doing great things for us as well, and just name after name. Freshman Trenton Munton's been stepping up, and he's been starting for us on the defensive side. And I could go on and on about these guys. My corners have stepped up. My free safety, Talon Clayton, stepped up. And it's just, they put it together tonight. Finally, that's the confidence we needed as we are rolling into a great portion of our schedule to where now we're facing teams our size. We're facing teams that are going to be a challenge as we get into the playoffs, and we have no, I guess, I mean, really nothing that's going to be in our way except ourselves. So, it's just, we got out of our own way tonight, and we showed the team we really are.
Tell us a little bit about your district there. Who's in your district this time around?
Yeah, and my coaches, they always do a better job of reminding me of who's all in our district, everything. We've got, I'm looking at them right now, Louisiana, Veritas, Van Far, Grandview, uh, and then, yeah, and one of the ones we've got coming up is Grandview, which is going to be an
Yeah.
extremely tough game, but that's coming in 2 weeks. We're not overlooking Scotland County at all. They have a good team over there, and I know they took a lump tonight, but we're going to focus on them. But then we are going to give everything we got as we go into districts, and I
Yeah.
honestly believe it is ours to take. But it is going to be 1 week at a time, and it's going to be a challenge. But we are definitely up for it.
We are looking forward to that Grandview game. In fact, we're working on trying to get that Thursday game. That's at Grandview, correct?
It is. It is at Grandview on a Thursday, and hey, that'd be fantastic. Hey, you're welcome on our sideline.
There you go. All right, cool beans. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're working on trying to get that worked out and whatnot. But always fun, and I've got a score coming in. We're gonna update that here, and but Grandview, they are one of those teams that has been kind of a surprise. They beat Jefferson tonight, 33-30. And, beat Herky last week by a little bit.
They did.
And so, it's one of those teams that, man, you look at them on the schedule at this point now and you say, hey, this is for real. And this is definitely, a great test for you guys before districts, because there's a chance you might be able to see them again.
Yes. And that's one of them to where, our kids, I think that, they might have some doubt or they might have fears if it wasn't for the fact that all these big schools we played, they know we should have won. So that has built their confidence, even though we've let them a couple slip away, that they have no doubts, they have no fears, they are confident, but I won't let them get cocky. We toe that line, but we keep it on the right side, and it is going to be an extremely good challenge, but we're going to be up for it.
Right. Well, remember last season, you guys made that deep run as well. You ran into Charleston, man. That was an instant classic game, and once you make your way through the districts there, I mean, it can be it's just any man's game. But going through the districts you guys got right now, I mean, is there a team you want to play, and is there a team you don't want to play?
Great question. I think, to be honest with you, there's no team in our mind that stands out that, man, we just love to have them, because it's a lot of good competition. I mean, I truly believe the district is up for the grabs, but at the same time, there's nobody that we fear. We have our saying, we respect all, fear none, and we hashtag everything, put the ball down, and we're ready to play. So nobody we fear, but we know that there's good competition across the board. So no matter who it's going to be, they're going to give us our best, and we got to give it right back.
Excellent. Who you guys got next week?
Next week, we have Scotland County.
Scotland County. There you go.
They are making the long trip down to us, so hopefully that'll give them a little bus lag, and we'll get after them. So.
Right. There you go. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win, and looking forward to talking to you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good night.
Right. Coach Craig Collins from the Crystal City Hornets. As we bring things back, I keep doing this. I don't have the normal iPad tonight, so my apologies, but we do have an update on one of the scores here. It's not on here, but the Fox-Lindbergh final is in. Thank you, Ron Rigdon, over at Cheap Seats Photo. Shameless plug. Fox lost 35-28, so Lindbergh wins 35-28 over Fox. And let's roll through the scores here one more time. DeSoto 26, Hillsboro 21. Grandview 33, Jefferson 30, Crystal City 52, Duchesne 6, Lafayette 35, Eureka 6, DeSmet 56, Festus 28, North County 36, Windsor nothing, Herculaneum 37, Bayless 20, Fox again, the Fox, Lindbergh wins 35-28 over Fox. Northwest 49, Hazelwood West nothing, Seckman 49, Parkway South 6th, St. Pius X 56, and Middle Career 6. Perryville just finished up 56-42 over Saxony Lutheran. And then Saturday, we will have St. Vincent and Ash Grove at 4 p.m. if you're interested in going down and checking that game out. Wow, what a night. And we wanted to just don't forget to let everybody know upon further review, we will shoot the show. We shoot the show on Sundays. We'll have that on Monday evening around 5, 6 o'clock. I believe it'll be 6 o'clock this week. And don't forget, tune in there right here on Livestream STL, all of our socials, livestreamstl.tv, and our Roku channel. And if you haven't done so, check out both of those particular places, especially the website, livestreamstl.tv, and the Roku channel, because we have all of our games in its entirety archived, just like Netflix, just like anything you see on Roku. You'll just go to livestreamstl.tv or download the Livestream STL app on Roku, and you'll be able to watch all of that for free and on Roku on your TV. And if you're you like those smart casting, you can smart cast as well over from your phone to your TV as well. That is an option. So we're going to wrap things up here. It looks like coaches are done. And we are going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much again for watching Friday Night Blitz post-game show on Livestream STL. Again, upon further review, Monday, 6 p.m. And we'll have another week of great, amazing sports here on Livestream STL. Thanks again. Oh, I am wrong. I am going to take one more coach. Coach Nick Bear jumps on the board here. How you doing, Coach?
Hey, Ray. How we doing?
You're in the vehicle today. I wanted to just point that out. So you're not driving, are you? You are
I'm
driving.
heading home from the coaches meeting tonight. Yeah.
Oh no. So
yeah, that's how we got it done early tonight. So
yeah, you did get it done. Now I want to double check the score. 49-6. Is that 49-0?
49-0 at Parkway South.
Okay. Parkway South, they've had a struggle. They are the struggle bus this year in your guys' conference. And they have had a rough season here. But tell us a little bit about the game.
Yeah, coming off our loss last week and kind of, getting away from, our standard and the things that we do, it was kind of more of a week to really focus on us and get back to the details of our game and whether you're playing a good Pattonville team or, a team that's a little down their luck like Parkway South, you still have to go out and execute. And our guys did that tonight, and I'm pretty proud of them for that.
Excellent. Now, tell me just real quick, this week, obviously you take a look and you take into consideration who you're playing, things that you build off of a loss, and you guys have been really, really good about bouncing back. Is there a same thing that you normally, just kind of lean on as far as like, okay, hey, we're just going to rally around this particular thing or rally around that particular thing, do you guys really just kind of hit some things head on and say, this is what we got to do and let's execute?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's all about right now November 7th and making sure on November 7th, the district semis, we are the best possible football team we can be. We know it's going to be either against a tough Northwest team or Oakville, and we know we're going to need to be the best version of ourselves. So, these next 2 weeks, we play Hazelwood West next week, and we play, a pretty game Webster team. Really the focus turns inward on what we're doing weekly and making sure 4 weeks from now we're playing at a high level.
What's the status of the health of the team right now?
We actually had a couple starters out this week, and one of our tailbacks and one of our starting wide receivers were both out. But it was also a good opportunity to kind of get right, get healthy. We got some young guys, some reps. Guys got some experience, and that's all going to build up as we move towards the end of the year.
Hazelwood West is who you have next week?
Yeah, we got Hazelwood West Friday night for our senior night.
Excellent. Well, congrats on the win, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you next week.
Yeah, it was an early night. The Parkway schools and the Lindbergh schools, they like to play these games at 6.
Uh-huh.
I hear that's because all their principals want to get home early.
Are you calling out the principals? Come on now, are you?
I'm just saying that they call it Friday Night Lights for a reason, Ray. We
There you
play
go.
these games at 7. I mean, if you became a principal for a reason, and it wasn't to get home early. So,
I understand. I understand.
But hey, it kind of rushed our timeline up, a little bit tonight, but it all worked out, and would love to keep these games at 7 p.m. I don't need 6 p.m. to start being the trend.
Yeah, and I understand that too. And even the adjustment over the last couple of years with Thursday night games or Saturday day games. I don't mind the Thursday games and I don't mind the Saturday games. However, I know a lot of coaches are just like anti that. I think you get one of each, no matter what, throughout your regular season. Get it and get it over with, to feel it, just to make it even. But I don't know if it works out that way or not. But I mean, it's great for us as the media, because we can go out and do three games throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
You
playing on a Thursday, smaller, fewer games being played, kind of puts you on a spotlight.
Yeah.
We did have one last year against Hazelwood West. It is what it is. It was kind of nice having that Friday night off, took the wife out and and things like that week. But, Saturdays are for the birds. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't need any of that.
I know a lot of coaches don't like the Saturdays either. So we want to watch Mizzou football or your favorite football team, your favorite college team.
Exactly.
So I get it. Okay. Well, Coach, we'll let you go here. Catch up with you next week. All right.
Appreciate it, Ray. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Coach Nick Bear from the Seckman Jaguars. I did it again, and we're back. There we go. Okay, cool. Hope you all like the office here, the office at home, and we're going to be working on it the next couple of weeks here. Hopefully, be able to do some interviewing and whatnot here as well. It's nice to be able to just jump right out of here and go to bed here pretty soon. But we are going to wrap up this time around here. Again, our last group of Week 7 results one last time here. 26-21, DeSoto over Hillsboro, 33-30. Grandview over Jefferson. Crystal City 52, Deschênes 6. Lafayette 35, Eureka 6. DeSmet 56, Festus 28. North County 36, Windsor nothing. Herculaneum 37, Bayless 20. Fox score, I'm going to double check that again real quick. Thank you again, Ron Rigdon. 35-28, that was Lindbergh over Fox. We'll get that fixed. Northwest 49-6 over Hazelwood West. Seckman 49-0 over Parkway South. We'll get that fixed as well. St. Pius X 56, Miller Career 6, Perryville 56, and Saxony 42. St. Vincent and Ash Grove play Saturday. As we wrap up, again, thank you so much for watching tonight's post-game show here. Don't forget to check out Upon Further Review on Monday, 6 p.m. for all of us here at Livestream STL. Thanks again for watching the Friday Night Blitz Postgame. Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.